Howdy guys, here's a short video of my trip to the Idaho Backcountry this past summer. I got a very early start from New Mexico and watched the sunrise over the high desert. That is always impressive, even with smoke from the forest fires. My first stop was Blanding, Utah to meet up with friends Mike and Jan in their RV-8. As soon as my landing gear touched the runway, I knew something was not right. A flat tire was the culprit. I was lucky with a slow leak, so I was able to air it up on the runway and taxi to a hangar for repair. In fairly short order, the leak was found, the inner tube was patched, the airplane reassembled, and we were headed north. After a short stop at Logan, Utah, we were off to Challis, Idaho for our final fuel stop. The arrival at Johnson Creek was uneventful, and we went to work setting up camp. Here we have Mike and Jan in their RV-8, and John and Sandy in their Bearhawk. This was the Bearhawk's first trip to the Idaho Backcountry, so a big congratulations to John. The first takeoff after removing all the weight of the camping gear from the airplane always feels so good. On this morning, we were headed for Big Creek for breakfast at the lodge. Little did I know how nice it was to wake up with the tires still full of air. Big Creek is always an impressive sight and a fun airstrip since it is tucked down in the valley. As you can see here by the lack of airplanes, we were the early arrivals. While enjoying breakfast at the lodge, we were quite surprised to see two friends from New Mexico stroll through the door. Randy flying his S-21 along with Ron, our New Mexico Pilots Association Backcountry chairman. We had a very nice visit with them and compared notes for our backcountry flying. And we were then off for more sightseeing. This area is near the confluence of Big Creek and the Middle Fork rivers. It is quite rugged and very beautiful. This is the Cold Meadows Airstrip. It sits at about 7,000 feet above sea level. And on this day we just made a quick stop here. Chamberlain Airstrip was next. It is at about 5,800 feet above sea level. I always enjoy spending time here. It is so peaceful and quiet. next morning, I found my recently repaired tire was flat again. So, time for another field repair. I quickly discovered the patch I had installed in Blanding was leaking. So this time I installed a new tube and problem solved. While I was working on that, my friends headed off for some fun. Here's John and Sandy and their Bearhawk. And this is a little footage from Mike's RV-8 tail camera, videoing the Bearhawk on their way to McCall for fuel. My flat tire led to lots of discussion about how prepared each of us were to deal with such an issue in the backcountry. Tool bags and spare parts were pulled out and examined. Here John shows how well prepared he is. The night before departing for home, rain came through the area, and that resulted in tent patches and morning fog. The fog delayed our departure a bit, but that made for a nice, relaxing morning. The trip home took us through Wendover, Nevada, and then Richfield, Utah, with lots of sightseeing in between, even with all the smoke in the air. As always, this is an amazing trip, filled with many great memories. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please leave a like.